These are the 11 books that I read so far in 2026. So let's get through them, shall we? First one, The Death's End by Cixin Liu, the third book in the Three Body Problem trilogy. Actually forgot about this book. It's a great book. This gives a great ending to a great series, The Three Body Problem. But actually, it contains more science. Really, really big science stuff like dimension bending, for example. I didn't even know that actually could happen. So, this book has some of those stuff. But anyway, you can't miss this series because the first book will tingle your brain like anything. So, I'll probably rate this 3.8 out of 5. If you want to know more about the Three Body Problem trilogy, I have made a separate video on that, so you can go there and watch and decide if you want to read this science stuff or not. Second one, Sometimes Somebody for Some Reason by Shravan Kannali. He's actually a professor from my engineering college and was kind enough to send a copy to me. Really grateful for that. And it's a light-hearted 170-pager book. It's a coming-of-age story of three friends from Bangalore. It really makes you nostalgic about your college days, about the friendship, about the fights you had with your friends. Best book to pick up if you are facing a reading slump. Really cozy, really light-hearted book. I'll probably rate it a 3.6 out of 5. If you want something to lighten your mood, to get you out of a reading slump, definitely check out Sometimes Somebody for Some Reason. Next one, The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. Picked it right after I finished Thousand Splendid Suns, which emotionally wrecked me. So I also heard that this is also one of those books which can definitely disturb your mind, and it actually did. I actually kept on delaying this book till this year. It's a great book, but it breaks you emotionally. It's about griefs, it's about revenges that happen in the family, it's about the police brutality that happens, it's about the prejudice in the South India, it's about everything. If you want to see the ground reality in the South India especially, this does a pretty good job. I'll probably rate it a 4 out of 5. So let me know what do you think about this book. Great, but still mind-bending. Next, one of my favorite books from this year, Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. If you have seen the movie, then you should definitely also read the book because the explanations in the book is quite marvelous. The movie, absolutely no doubt, does a great job. The movie is much more funnier than that of this book, but even though you have watched the movie, please do pick up and read it. It just elevates your experience what you have seen in the movie. For those of you who don't know, this is about a lone astronaut, an impossible mission, and ally he never imagined. So for more details, please watch the trailer of the movie. It actually does a pretty good job also to explain the brief of this movie. I'll rate it 4.5 out of 5, which is not bad. I wanted to have different cover for this book, but I ended up getting this cover, but it's manageable. If you're looking for something astronomical adventure, please do pick up the book, even though you have watched the film. Next one, My Friends by Fredrik Backman, one of my favorite author after I read Anxious People, way back when I started reading. And after that, I quite never got hands on Fredrik Backman. But this one, my friends, wrecks your brain in a sweetest way possible. Initially, it's about three friends with broken families, broken hearts, but eventually you find more people, more mysteries, and everything just makes perfect sense with this book. And even though till the end your heart is broken, but just wait for the ending, it makes everything peaceful, everything beautiful, and you will have a perfect time reading it. I'm gonna rate it 4.8 out of 5. One of my favorites from this year also. So if you want to break your heart in a peaceful, in a beautiful way, please do pick up My Friends by Fredrik Backman, my friends. Next one is The Red Rising by P.S. Brown, the first book in the Red Rising saga. And let me tell you, I have never quite read series like that I am reading now, the Red Rising saga. And if you have not picked it up, then my friend, you are making a big mistake, because this series just elevates the game of any series, of any action series, of any sci-fi series, any sci-fi adventure. I just can't stop talking about it, so I'll probably make a separate video recommending you to read the Red Rising saga. But till then, at least start reading the Red Rising. I'll rate it 4.8 out of 5 for the first book, okay? Watch out for that video, and in the meantime, let's move on to the next book. Next up, Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. Heard so many good things about Robin Hobb, about this series, the Farseer trilogy. But honestly saying, I never quite actually get this book. It's about a royal bastard who is becoming an assassin. there's many plot lines open. I didn't actually get it, but still I'll give it a chance to read the next book, probably next year or never, I don't know. But still, if you want a high fantasy series, you can actually go with it, but not for me. Sorry, Robin Hobb. Next up, The Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson. Just look at the size of this book. Just look at it. It's about 1400 pages. Yeah, 1350 pages. Massive book, but still a mediocre in the Stormlight Archive. This is the third book of the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. There are 2 more books left in the first part of the series, so probably pick the next books in the next year. I have actually planned to read just one a year for Brandon Sanderson, and this one did a pretty good job because it's about, just look at the size, man. But still, great book. The first half really slow, really not interesting, but the second half, mind you, it's like the end fight of the end game, where everyone shows up from both the sides, from villain and from heroes. Does a great job. Brandon Sanderson never disappoints with his Sanderlanche. So I'll probably pick up Stormlight Archive next year. So until then, sign off, Brandon Sanderson. For the next books, Golden Sun and Morning Star, just the masterpieces you will continue right after Red Rising. 4.8, 5-star, yes. Morning Star will get the only 5-star in this list so far. Gives the perfect ending to a perfect series. Has so many great chapters, so many great characters, so many great fights. And the ending of Golden Sun will make you to pick up Morning Star right after reading this. So, masterpieces, wait for another video explaining why these are the masterpieces. So, let's move on. The 11th book for this video, The Last Mughal by William Dalrymple. I absolutely love reading history and absolutely love reading William Dalrymple. Actually read 5 to 6 of his books, so this one also a masterpiece. This tells you the story of 1857, the first war of Indian independence. Also the story of Bahadur Shah Zafar II, the last Mughal ruler. His exile, his involvement in the uprising. Let me tell you, Indian history is the best thriller you will ever read or ever watch. I mean, just crazy stuff, crazy things happening, and I mean, 100 pages are just for the notes for this book. So, I mean, I don't think you can distrust William Dalrymple. So, best way to learn about Indian history, start with reading William Dalrymple. So these were the 11 books I have read so far in 2026, and I have good plans of finishing this year with probably 26 books. That's the dream this year. Let's see where I get, and if you have read any of those books, please drop a review in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy reading.